I'm blown away. I can't believe this. Hi, I'm Jenny of Dr. Jenny Travels, and this was my first time ever to the Grand Canyon, all thanks to Max Tour Vegas. So come along with us in this travel vlog to the Grand Canyon. Did you know the Grand Canyon is within driving distance of Las Vegas? Max Tour makes it so easy with hotel pickups, super comfortable vans that focus on keeping the group tours small. They also provide breakfast and unlimited drinks and snacks. But my favorite part of the tour was the educational piece. Our tour guide, Celeste, was the best. She taught us so much about Las Vegas and the surrounding areas. Y'all, I live in Las Vegas and I learned so much in all the variety of stops that we made on this trip. So speaking of that, let's cover all the places we went on our way to the Grand Canyon. Our first stop was the fabulous Las Vegas sign. Peep the Elvis in line there. The Las Vegas sign is an iconic stop that marks the south end of the strip. I learned that the bulbs around the sign get changed out according to the holidays and such. Right now, they are standard yellow. Next, we visited Seven Magic Mountains, which is an art installation out in the middle of the desert just outside of Las Vegas. According to Swiss artist Ugo Rodinone, Seven Magic Mountains is to symbolize the midway between artificial and natural. We continued on, first passing through historic Boulder City on our way to Lake Mead and the Hoover Dam. At this point, we were inside the Lake Mead National Recreation Area, and we stopped at this viewpoint to take in the views and learn about how the Hoover Dam was created and ultimately Lake Mead. Now, I have been to the Hoover Dam before, but it never ceases to amaze me. Here you see me on the back side, the Lake Mead side of the Hoover Dam. Then we continued on to the other side of the Hoover Dam to see the sights and get better views. Max Tour provided these maps, which offered a self-guided walking tour of all the sites, starting with the dog who owned the dam, because he wouldn't leave the workers' side during the creation of the Hoover Dam. He is buried right here. The walking tour then took me to the winged figures of the Republic, which symbolize the strength of man, followed by this viewpoint that hangs over the Hoover Dam. It was kind of scary and shows you just how massive the Hoover Dam is. And did you know that the Hoover Dam spans 2 US states? One side, Nevada, here's the Nevada Intake Tower, and the other side, Arizona. You can actually stand on the state line with this little plaque here. For this self-guided walking tour, Max Tour gave us plenty of time before needing to head on to lunch at Subway. We had one more stop before we got to the Grand Canyon, and that was Joshua Tree Forest. Now, no shade to Joshua Tree National Park, but I was so impressed with Joshua Tree Forest. Look how beautiful it is, and the trees were just so crisp and tall. We continued on, surrounded by Joshua trees, until we got to this area, which was our first glimpse from afar of the Grand Canyon. We stopped in the Grand Canyon West shop to get our official tickets to head to Guano Point. Grand Canyon West is located on the Hualapai Reservation and owned and operated by the Hualapai. Now, here's my first reaction to seeing the Grand Canyon. Wow. As you can see, I was stunned. You hear about the Grand Canyon all your life in books and movies, and truly, pictures don't do it justice. We had to do our handstands, of course. My husband and I do handstands all over the world, everywhere we go. So today at the Grand Canyon was no exception. Once again, Max Tour gave us plenty of time to explore on our own, and I was really surprised by how much hiking and walking and climbing and playing on the rocks you could do in this area. We, of course, went to the very tip top, as you see here, which offered some more epic views. Again, it's just absolutely stunning, and these videos do not do the Grand Canyon justice. I mean, when they say there's a ledge, like being there and seeing it, there's truly just a ledge that drops off. Whew, it's crazy. We spent the rest of our time having some fun climbing on the rocks and taking in our final views of the Grand Canyon before needing to head to Eagle Point for another fun part of this adventure. Eagle Point is the second of 2 stops at Grand Canyon West, and it offers the Skywalk experience. This is what the Skywalk looks like. It is a glass bottom bridge that hangs over the Grand Canyon. No phones are allowed, so we had to put them away in a locker, and this was my reaction after doing the Skywalk. Woo, what a thrill. After our visit to Grand Canyon West, we received these lovely thank you cards from the Hualapai tribe. And I want to give a huge thank you to Max Tour for giving me my first experience of visiting the truly Grand Canyon.